The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson remains in intensive care after his coronavirus symptoms worsen. Hello and welcome to TRT World. I'm Ali Janayanath and we're broadcasting live from my apartment studio here in Istanbul, also ahead of the program. After a few days of reduced death tolls, Spain sees another rise. The government is discussing an ease to some restrictions.
We condemn this with the strongest terms possible.
The WHO says French doctors were racist in suggesting a COVID-19 vaccine should be tested in Africa. And the World Health Organization releases a report about the importance of nurses as the pandemic highlights shortcomings in the world's healthcare system. We begin this hour in the United Kingdom, where the Prime Minister Boris Johnson is in intensive care as he battles against the coronavirus. Johnson, who has been fighting the infection for at least 10 days, was admitted to hospital on Sunday evening. He was still running the country from his sickbed as late as Monday afternoon. But as TRT World's Sarah Morris reports, his condition has deteriorated.
Boris Johnson was last seen in public on Thursday night. Battling COVID-19, he didn't look his usual robust self as he emerged from isolation to join the nation in a clap to thank health workers. On Friday, there was a hint of what was to come.
Hi folks, quick update from me on the campaign against coronavirus. First of all,
Europe remains the worst affected continent by the pandemic in the world, with over 670,000 confirmed cases and more than half of the world's death toll. Let's take a closer look at some of the hardest hit countries. 604 people have died in the past 24 hours in France, the country's highest death toll since the outbreak began. That brings the number of fatalities to almost 9,000. Italian authorities believe the spread of the virus is slowing in the country after registering lower numbers in the past few days. More than 132,000 are infected, and there are over 16,000 as the highest death toll in the world. And Spain has the second highest number of cases in the world after the United States. Over 136,000 are infected, and more than 13,000 have died. The nationwide lockdown in the country has been extended until April the 26th. But some restrictions could be eased after Easter. All right, we have some breaking news now. Let's cross over to our Istanbul newsroom, where our program editor, Gavin Blackburn, joins us. Gavin, tell us, how have the working from home measures implemented by TRT been working so far?
Surprisingly well, I would say. I think everybody was maybe a little bit skeptical in the beginning. How would you keep a TV station on the air with everyone working from home? But in fact, there's been very little difference. The only difference is that the newsroom is almost empty, but that does mean, of course, lots more phone calls, lots more video conferencing, and lots more things like WhatsApp chat groups, even in the last 10, 15 seconds that I've been on air. This group with today's output producers in has gone off in my hand about 30 times. But the show, as they say, must go on, and go on it does.
Let's go on. All right. If you could just please for us, just count up to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. That's Gavin Blackburn live for us in Istanbul. Also, do stay with us here on TRT World. We got lots more coming up, including Turkey will build 2 temporary hospitals and distribute free masks amid the coronavirus pandemic. And on World Health Day, the WHO urges governments around the world to pay more attention to the nursing sector. Details after a short break.